Happy Thursday to y'all. I have been on the run all day today. Had to see my surgeon again today, and he has released me since my shoulder is healed and ready for me to get back to full time. I already knew that, but I had to let him say it. But anyway, today I want to bring you some foods. I've been doing some research to see if I could find out what foods that could potentially increase in price this year. So, if we are about pantry preparedness, and if we can catch it when it's on sale or catch it before the price does increase, then we're saving money. And so now, these things that I'm going to mention to you, if it's not something that you normally eat, don't run out and buy it. But it doesn't hurt to have some of these things in your pantry, in your freezer, or in your jars. So the first one on my list, and I'm going to practice what I preach on this one, is fresh meat. Poultry, beef, and pork. And I saw this on multiple websites where they were saying that these could increase in price this year. So next week I've got a quarter of a beef that I'm going to be picking up, and I'm going to check my pantry inventory for chicken. Y'all know I did some chicken last week. I still have just a little bit in the freezer that I've got to deal with, but I'm going to check and see how much I've got, and if I need some more, then I'm going to be, out checking out prices on chicken too. Pork, we don't eat a whole lot of, but occasionally I will buy extra bacon or sausage when I find it on sale and put it in the freezer. And I have canned some, and I have, USDA does not recommend canning bacon, and I've tried that, and it's okay, but I do like it in the freezer, and I do like my sausage both ways. So I'll be checking on my fresh meats for sure, especially before produce time, because in the winter time and in the spring and late fall, after the produce is pretty much done, that's when I usually try to stock up on the meats. So, and then the next products that they're talking about could go up in price, and this is dairy. Now, we do buy, that's one of the things that I still go to the grocery store for. I mean, I don't have dairy cows, and there are some farmers in my area where I can get fresh milk occasionally, but dairy products is something that, some of the cheeses you could buy and freeze, and of course, you can think about making sure you've got some powdered milk on hand, but there's not a whole lot we can do about dairy products if they're going to go up. And then, of course, if poultry's going to go up, then you have to keep in mind that eggs are probably going to go up with that. And so if you have not watched my video, there's two videos actually. One where I froze eggs, and then I think it was 17 months later, I took some out of the freezer and I cooked them and showed you all the texture. Everything about the cooked egg is exactly the same. The only difference is that they thicken just a little bit. The texture of the raw egg is a little bit different after they've been frozen, but the cooked eggs are no different at all. So go check that out if you haven't seen that. Now, the next one that they're talking about will probably go up this year is fresh produce. And so I'm going to encourage you, if you are not growing something, plan to grow something, even if it's just to get a 5-gallon bucket and put a tomato plant in it. Grow something, because that's more stability for your pantry, and that's less you have to buy in the grocery store. When you have to pay a dollar or $1.25 for a single tomato, then if you can grow a tomato plant and you can start tomato seeds right now and have tomato plants that will be bearing by the middle of the summer, then it's a no-brainer. The seeds are not that expensive. And so then the next area, there are 10 of these. The next area is bread items and bakery items. And I'm sure that these bread items are going to include pasta, anything that comes from wheat. And, I recommend that you learn how to, buy the whole wheat berries and grind it yourself and make your own bread and some things like that. It thrills me because my daughter's been making bagels. She's taught herself how to make bagels, and I love it because she's doing really good. She brought me some the other day, and they were really good. And she was using the fresh ground wheat berries. So, and then this one's going to hit home with me, and this is a lot to do with tariffs, and that is coffee and tea. So, if you can find your coffee and tea on sale, I would suggest buy you a few extra if you can find a good deal on it. And, it may be regular price, but it would still probably be good to buy you a few extras and then just rotate them out, as the prices go up. That's, if you've got 2 or 3 extra ones on hand, every little bit of savings counts. So, and then of course, if wheat berries and, those grains are going to go up, probably rice is going to go up as well. So if we don't eat much rice around my house, I think my son and my daughter's homes do, but here with me and my husband, we just don't hardly ever eat rice. So that won't be something I'll stock up on because I've got a little bit in my pantry, but it's not something that I will run out and buy 25 or 50 pounds of. This next one I might though, and this is dark chocolate. Now, I don't buy a whole lot of pre-processed candies and things like that, but I do keep some good cacao on hand so that if I want to make a cake or if I want to, make something where I'm going to have a chocolate dessert, then I'm going to have a good rich chocolate to put in it. And then here again, the next one is candy. And of course, if chocolate's going to go up, if cocoa's is going to go up, then it stands to reason that candy bars are going to go up as well. It floors me when I see the prices of candy in the stores now. The candy bars that we used to get for 20 and 25 cents a piece are, $1.50 or $2 or $3, depending on what you're getting. And it's crazy. So, and then the last one, and this one hits home with me too, is canned soup, tuna, and canned beans. Well, guess what? I'll occasionally buy some canned tuna because I don't live near the ocean and I don't can any seafood. But canned soups and canned beans, that doesn't worry me at all. The reason the canned food is going up is because of the cost of aluminum that the cans that the food is in is causing the cost of canning it to increase. And of course, if meats and vegetables are going to go up, then it's going to hit from all sides. And so guess what? Diane's going to keep canning some chili and canning some pinto beans and canning some vegetable soups. And I've got a whole list of things that I'm planning to do this year where I'm either out or I'm running out of things. So anyway, that's a good list of 10 items that you need to pay attention to if they're things that you stock in your pantry. So I'm going to finish this up now, and I've got a cup of coffee sitting here that is getting cold. So I'm going to sit here and drink my coffee and just rest a few minutes, and then I'm going to get into another project. So until the next time, God bless you all.